Am I going to be a hero of the day, and I'm going to let anybody down? That's for sure.
And if Rangers score first, Davey, things will change dramatically.
I think so. I think it's important that Rangers do score first. I don't think they have to score in the first 5 minutes, the first 15 minutes. I think, maybe even not conceding a goal is just as important. They go into the second half and score even in the second half, then it's game on. So it's a long day.
Keith Lasler there leading the line. You know him so well, Stephen. What will be going through his head? Is he quite a quiet guy ahead of a match?
Well, he's a quieter captain, he's not somebody who rants and raves and shouts and screams. He tries to lead by example on the pitch, and on Thursday night he done that. He was very disciplined in his role. He makes tackles, he breaks play up, so he's a catalyst for Motherwell as well. If he does his job well, he gives the front four a chance to go and attack.
There's the Rangers captain Lee McCulloch leading his team out. Could this be his last game for the club? Ex-Steelman as well, of course. Right, over to our match commentators for this massive encounter. Gary McAllister and Derek Ray.
Thanks very much, Darryl. Good afternoon, everyone. The curtain soon to drop down on the Scottish club season, but there remains the potential for a gripping finale. Motherwell stormed the Ibrox Citadel on Thursday. Now they must guard the ramparts of their own fortress. Rangers had no option but to come out firing. A place of next season's Premiership at stake. Who will reach out and grab it? Motherwell are unchanged, so they've taken a slight gamble on Stephen Pearson, who had to be replaced due to an injury in the first leg. Stevie Hamill has been declared fit too. Top scorer John Sutton is once again a substitute. Anthony Straker is absent for family reasons. Rangers make 3 switches from Thursday night, one of them enforced. Darren McGregor is suspended, so Lee McCulloch comes in. Shane Ferguson wins his first start for the club, and Chris Boyd plays from the outset for the first time in more than 2 months. Nicky Clark and Dean Shields drop to the bench.
I'm not surprised to see the same personnel. Mullers keep the same shape as well, 4-4-1-1. They must try and get the ball forward into the wide areas of Johnson and Ainsworth, who caused Rangers loads of problems, and also into the feet of McDonald and service the young striker Irwin. Rangers, they go in search of goals. They need to be brave. They need to be brave in the wing-back areas through Foster and Ferguson, and then get the ball to Law, Vucic, Boyd and Miller.
Kenny Black, who was in charge of Motherwell after Stuart McCall departed. This used to be home for the pair of them. Ian Bannerclough, man at the Motherwell helm now, richly praised. After Thursday, he's decided to field Stephen Pearson from the very start. He'll give it a go. Chris Boyd back in the Rangers starting lineup. 150 of their fans at Ibrox. Here's Shane Ferguson. Rangers plenty of energy as a substitute the other night. Boyd's header. Long was there for Motherwell.
Well, this is, I think, what Rangers will go for early in the game, getting it in the box, trying to get the ball to Boyd and Miller. Not necessary.
Lewis Lang and Boyd. Well, the chance was there for Chris Boyd. Jadiukas and Boyd. Bit scruffy, Vucic trying to fire it towards goal. Then the foul by McCulloch.
Chris Boyd looking for a little layoff. Oh, Vucic here, it's messy, and arrives at the talented left footer. He's looking for goal, and then there's the foul.
McCulloch on McManus. And you can feel the tension, can't you? Not spotted. And Pearson forward to Owen. McDonald for Ainsworth. Owen on the ground. Play Rangers on. Ainsworth. McDonald couldn't reach it. Behind for the corner. It came off Foster.
That's the first real chance for Motherwell. And they break with pace. And it's through Lionel Ainsworth again. This is a wonderful ball across the penalty spot there. Scott McDonald just can't get there. Just puts it in that little corridor there. Foster does well.
As far as McCulloch was concerned. He's just trying to explain his side of it, that fan in the east stand.
Having a little debate.
Motherwell get on with the game. Ainsworth cutting in from that left-hand side. Lasley. Marvin Johnson. Irwin together with Jan Lucas. Johnson. Lee Irwin can do damage from that sort of position. He's not the only one. Well, Irwin's own work.
Well, this is all off this ridiculous back heel by Jan Lucas. Lang does well and he gets it to Irwin. He somehow managed to get his shot away and it's just wide. Goes right across the goal, heading towards this far post. It's maybe a couple of yards wide, but a great effort.
Ainsworth and Johnson. Absolutely lashing down now. Marvin Johnson. Oh, it could easily have got in. McManus wasn't picked up.
And just like at Ibrox, McManus gets away from his markers, Lucas. It's a free header. Just needed more of a glance.
Stephen McManus. Here's Lee Irwin. Just held up in the wind. McDonald received it from Johnson. Scott McDonald. Marvin Johnson! A whisker away.
This was a super strike from Marvin Johnson. It was well worked. Some good little combination play on the edge of the box. He combines with Scott McDonald, then chops it back to him. And he wraps that left foot right round the ball. But he just can't get into that side netting where he was obviously trying to put it. Oh, it's very close.
The left foot of Ferguson. It was missed by a couple of players. And Janiukas leaning back. He knows that was a great chance.
You don't want this to fall to a centre-back. Just comes flashing across the 6-yard box. Zalewskis tries to side-foot volley. That wasn't a confident attempt. It's Lasley with the flick on. Crashes it over the bar, doesn't keep it down at all.
It's Boyd. Strong header it was. Miller intended for Vučkić. Hamill remained calm, as he usually does. Johnson. And the beating of Foster. Irwin off to the left. Goes through the middle though, Marvin Johnson. Defenders backing off. Took a deflection. And it goes! Misjudged by Bell. Far Park. Twisting. Shouting. Shaking. As Motherwell accelerate away from Rangers.
Oh, it's a magical run by Marvin Johnson. He's very instinctive as he picks the ball up. He shows great skills, great pace. Well, he wriggles past 2 or 3 challenges. He's only got one thing in his mind, and that's the challenge. And what happens here? This is a disaster for Cammy Bell. He goes stumbling, he doesn't sort his feet, it's swirling, and it's the wrong decision. And Fir Park erupts.
What an awful moment for Cammy Bell. Off the boot of Janiukas, following the Johnson shot. And Bell unable to get a punch on it. It will haunt him. The flare was thrown onto the pitch in the immediate aftermath of that goal. An ashen-faced Cammy Bell. 1-0 to Motherwell on the day. 4-1 on aggregate. That is Vučkić. Oh, it would have been spectacular had it gone in. Lee McCulloch trying to play the captain's part.
It's whipped in towards the penalty spot. Goes for the spectacular. That's what's required. Just can't keep it below the bar.
8:30 on Wednesday. Nicky Clark. Hamill was staying with him. Here's Harris. Vučkić. But Long holds on.
He has to watch this carefully. Vučkić turning inside to the left. It's a good sight of it.
Clark. Hamill digging deep now. Johnson with plenty of running room. Nicky Law frantically trying to get back. Marvin Johnson. And cutting in. It's Ainsworth! That's a second for Motherwell. Another deflection. Surely now it puts the seal on it.
And this time it's the other wingman. And it's marvellous Marvin Johnson with the run again, who provokes the goal. As soon as they get in this position, this guy running at the defence makes a good decision, plays it to the side. It's a wicked deflection, and it's Ainsworth with the second. Just moves it, good first touch, and Bell can do nothing. Just catches Zaliukas on the way through.
On this afternoon of decision, Motherwell responding to the pressure of the occasion. 2-0 on the day, 5-1 on aggregate. And Lionel Ainsworth, who netted in the first leg, has done it again in the second. As thereafter, Mosney is discomfited by Sutton. Foster, a bumping going on, Marvin Johnson. Mosney's pass. Once again, Walsh. There's that skip in his step. McCulloch nods it back in there. And it's over and out. Vučkić.
Yeah, Walsh on the left-hand side, whips it in towards the back post. McCulloch puts it back in towards goal. Vučkić tries to deflect it back on the target.
He fancies himself as a ball player, Bilal Mosney. Lee Owen, Donald wanted it, he's gone the other way to Johnson. Mosney goes down briefly. Marvin Johnson, it's Lee Owen, turning, shooting! And Bell with a smothering stop. Just got there in the nick of time to deny Sutton.
It's Marvin Johnson driving into the box, driving towards forward. Great cutback, great turn and shot. Falls to Sutton.
Walsh with it. Long, it's reaching out. Mosney finding himself tangled up. Back of the net there. Lasley. Here's Owen. And Motherwell finish with a flourish. Lee Owen. There he goes. Finished off anyway. John Sutton at the tail end of that, but Craig Thompson right up with play. And what's he given a penalty?
Yeah, he gave the penalty, Derek. Again, Elwyn, who loves to chop the ball. He chops it inside Wallace. The penalty was given. He was all over it. Craig Thompson.
And John Sutton has been the man for spot kicks as a substitute of late. Player who looks likely to lead at the end of this campaign, the top scorer. John Sutton. One final statement from Motherwell. Safety assured. The Steelmen remain in the Premiership.
Well, calmly, very calmly taken. Just strolls up and just passes it to the keeper's left. Bell goes early, just slots it in.
Rangers demoralised, deflated.